Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you, Noel, for providing dinner tonight. As you know, my name is Amit Singh, and I'm running for U.S. Congress. We've been somewhat of a surprise, and you see some quotes in the papers that we've come out of nowhere. But when we actually go around and we talk to people, and we tell them about our platform of limited government and fiscal. Hey, we know where you've come from. You've come from the traditional school of Republican values. And so they said, where have you been? What have you been doing? So I tell them, honestly, for the last several years I've been running my own company, and I've done most of my work in the intelligence community. So I have been hiding a little bit. So, but what I've been doing is I've worked on multiple aspects that are required to protect our country. And currently I work with counterterrorism and many of our soldiers that have deployed to Iraq and Afghanistan. I specifically work on some of the counter-IED measures that we deploy and more efficient ways to track down the insurgents over there. But unlike Jim Moran, who has only recently taken an interest in our soldiers and goes out to Afghanistan for a cheap photo op, I work with the soldiers every day, and when they have a problem, I help resolve them. And so I'm very proud of what I do because I help those who are protecting us. And when it comes to national security, I believe I'm the strongest national security candidate here. And that's very important. And what we're seeing is that when you see my plan, that many conservative Republican senators like Collins and Lindsey Graham are starting to agree with the platform that I've laid out as far as putting pressure on the Iraqis on economic and political aspects of the conflict as well. So that's very important. And I'm also very strong on illegal immigration, which is another issue that we have around here. And it really takes a comprehensive plan to address this. It includes securing the border with physical deterrence, technological assistance, and more personnel. But it also includes other things with like an exit visa program. The United States knows when people come into the country, but they don't know when they leave. So when the 9/11 hijackers overstayed the visas, we didn't even know it. We also have to go after companies that are knowingly hiring undocumented workers because they're the ones that are perpetuating the incentive for more illegal immigration. But they're not necessarily the bad guys. We do need a smart work program so that the immigrants who are coming over here, many of them are bringing their families over as well, and that's creating a huge stress on our schools and our hospitals. With a smart work program, they can maintain their families in their original countries, and therefore our infrastructure is not taxed that way. So there are multiple issues that we have to address. I'm a strong fiscal conservative, and I believe very much in free markets. I think they can address many of the issues that we have today, whether it's in healthcare or in trade or in a number of other things. But it's very important that we have somebody who's strong on national security, strong on illegal immigration, and strong on the economy. Because this year, if we're going to take out Jim Moran, we have to do it with core conservative principles and somebody who's clear, consistent, and conservative with limited government, fiscal responsibility, and personal freedom. So I hope on June 10th that I can count on your vote, and I would love to talk to each one of you again after the meeting. So thank you very much.
Great. And just so y'all know, these are